Dr. Ajay is also an independent board director at NICTO Limited. He's a C-suite level executive coach and a board level advisor, author of 2 books on leadership and an award-winning executive coach.
A very good evening, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly been an honor to share a few brief moments with you. I'm here basically letting you a bit of a background about myself, then I'll come down to a little bit about my research on leadership. So, on the education side, I'm a mechanical engineer who realized fairly early in my life that I am more comfortable dealing with people rather than machines. And that got me to change my career path. And I moved into taking up a role. I did my master's in business administration, took up a role in sales and marketing, and accidentally got into human resources in the early part of my career. Eventually, I did my PhD in human resources, and having spent about 26 years in the corporate world, where I played the role of a director HR for large global companies in India. And eventually I was an executive director for Vodafone's India's entities. Of course, the story of Vodafone now is very, very different, especially in India, and I won't talk too much about that. But I'll talk a little bit about some work which I've done, especially in the area of leadership, since the field is largely of leadership. So some research which I wanted to do, especially about what has changed in leadership in the era which we know as pre-COVID and post-COVID. Has there really been a change? Is it different, or is life still continuing to be what it is? I've had the good fortune of a small sample size of organizations, about 100 organizations who participated in a survey. Those 100 organizations in 5 continents. I won't name the organizations because of confidentiality, but the 100 organizations have been a combination of startups, mid-sized organizations, and large global corporates. Now, the key objective of this was what really has changed for them in the space of leadership. So I'll quickly come to the point and talk about what really has changed and where have leaders who have been trying to transform their businesses really changed themselves or reinvented themselves. I think one area is, and here I'm largely talking about business leaders as well as some leaders in the social sector. One area what has changed is moving in from a tactical and an operational mindset, where one was focusing more on delivering short-term and immediate profits, is also now thinking long-term. So that's about combining strategic thinking with tactical and operational thinking. So about 68% of the leaders said that this is where our approach is now going to be changing and focusing on. The second area which leaders have also mentioned is higher adoption of technology and embracing digital ways of working. Largely when it came down to driving productivity and efficiency, and we've seen a lot of that happening globally in the COVID area, was a reduction of the workforce, is headcount reduction, a lot of job losses. So instead of focusing on a simpler way, is reduce 10%, reduce 15% of the workforce. Eventually what it landed up was people were trimming the muscle, not the fat. So digital adoption has also got leaders to start thinking about how do we ensure that we trim only the fat and not the muscle and increase our productivity and efficiency to a larger extent. Third area what has changed is a lot of emphasis on empowerment and inclusion. Getting a lot of people to be involved in decision making, whether it is tactically, whether it is operationally, or whether it is strategically. So that's the other area where leaders are now embracing that change and adopting that change. The fourth era was investing in talent. And when we talk about investing in talent, most of the global organizations have not been investing more than 1.5% of their revenues on development of people. So people now, global organizations have realized we need to relook at our numbers. So our numbers is not only the top line growth, but it is about investing in developing capabilities and talent. The last point, which a number of people have also highlighted, a number of leaders have highlighted in the survey, is focusing on driving environment sustainability and good governance. So while ESG is in certain countries, especially I know in India, it is mandated for public limited organizations to include in their balance sheet the work which they are doing in environment sustainability and government. I am an independent board director also with one of the companies, listed companies in India, and it is mandated that we show them. And apart from that, corporate social responsibility spends. So it's not only doing it because the law demands it, but also investing in it in spirit. So I think this is where I have seen leaders change, trying to make that conscious change. Now the key part is, it's a little too early to see whether this will give us long-term success or not. But at the same time, this is all steps in the right direction. What interestingly I would like leaders to do a lot more about in this case here is continue the focus on building talent. The human resource element still needs a lot of investment. And it is about blending the heart and the mind together. Increasingly, I think the awareness about emotional wellness has been pretty high, especially post the COVID era. But organizations are doing things piecemeal, but they're not addressing this issue holistically. And that is what I would like businesses to do a lot more about. So this has been an executive summary of some of the survey points. I will be publishing an article shortly. I'm fairly active on LinkedIn. Those who would like to read a little more about it, please feel free to read about it. Those who need to connect with me separately, more than happy to have a quick chat with you. I just thought I'll take these 5 minutes to share the basic findings with you. Thank you very much, and I wish you all success and congratulations to everybody sitting in the room for your well-deserved success. Thank you very much.